For weeks, Whispering Pines had been plagued by a mysterious series of thefts. Each morning brought a new wave of anxiety as residents found their vehicles broken into, garden furniture stolen, and valuable lawn decorations vanished without a trace. The sleepy suburban neighborhood, once known for its peaceful charm and meticulous upkeep, was now filled with suspicion, whispers, and mounting anger. Karen Wallace, the stern and notoriously strict HOA president, had her hands full. Normally, residents avoided Karen due to her relentless rule enforcement and meticulous obsession with neighborhood aesthetics. Her frosty demeanor and frequent fines had earned her a cold reputation. Yet, even her sharp eyes and rigorous regulations couldn't prevent the creeping shadow of crime. Feeling the pressure from increasingly frightened neighbors, Karen knew she had to take action swiftly, decisively, and, above all, quietly. Late one chilly evening, Karen found herself standing at the edge of her driveway, arms folded, eyes narrowed, scanning the darkened streets. She had just returned from yet another emergency HOA meeting where worried homeowners had pleaded for action. Her neighbor, Mrs. Simmons, had tearfully described losing cherished family heirlooms from her garden. The urgency in her voice resonated deeply with Karen, shaking loose something long forgotten beneath her rigid exterior: compassion. Determined, Karen turned on her heel, locked her front door, and sat down in her pristine living room. There, under the glow of an antique lamp, she reached for the telephone. It was time, she realized, to bring in professional help. After a brief hesitation, she dialed a number scribbled hastily on a business card handed to her months ago at a community event. A private investigator named Ethan Carter, known for his discreet and highly effective methods. Ethan Carter arrived early the next morning. Dressed in a dark leather jacket, with a friendly but observant gaze, he instantly took in the surroundings with a professional eye. Karen greeted him tersely, uncomfortable with entrusting the security of her meticulously run neighborhood to a complete stranger. Yet, something about Ethan's calm assurance relaxed her defenses, and soon they were reviewing surveillance footage from Karen's extensive home security system. Days passed quietly, Ethan methodically canvassing the neighborhood, conducting subtle interviews with residents, taking detailed notes, and examining the faintest footprints near fences and garden gates. As the investigation progressed, Karen surprisingly found herself intrigued, deeply involved, even energized by the puzzle unfolding before her. The two spent hours discussing theories and patterns, something Karen realized she'd sorely missed since her days as a corporate analyst years ago. Ethan's intelligence, patience, and quiet wit were surprisingly appealing to her guarded personality. One evening, over steaming cups of coffee, Ethan gently pressed, "Karen, have you noticed anything peculiar or suspicious about anyone in particular? Someone acting out of character recently?" Karen hesitated, unwilling to believe a neighbor could betray their community. Yet a lingering doubt persisted in her mind, stirred by Ethan's probing questions. "I'm honestly not sure," she finally admitted. "But trust me, I won't rest until we figure it out." As Ethan and Karen pored through detailed neighborhood reports, a pattern gradually began to emerge. The thefts were not random. They were strategically timed, mostly occurring on nights when specific residents were away or attending community gatherings. Ethan noted carefully that only residents who openly criticized the HOA were targeted, raising troubling questions about the perpetrator's motives. Karen felt deeply disturbed by this revelation. Could this criminal be trying to discredit her leadership? Could this possibly be a revenge scheme aimed at the HOA itself? With growing determination, Karen began her own nightly patrols, a flashlight firmly in hand, eyes scanning carefully for suspicious movements. Her presence, intimidating to most during daylight hours, now strangely reassured neighbors who once viewed her merely as a strict enforcer of rules. Meanwhile, Ethan discreetly planted tiny motion-sensitive cameras around key areas in the neighborhood, particularly focusing on properties that had not yet been targeted. Each evening, they waited patiently, their anticipation building steadily with every passing hour, until one late night, Karen's phone buzzed urgently. Ethan had spotted something suspicious. Someone was prowling near the Johnsons' backyard, a figure shrouded by darkness, quietly slipping past the hedges. Ethan and Karen hurriedly moved toward the scene, their footsteps silent yet swift. As they approached the Johnsons' property, Karen's heart pounded fiercely, Her usually composed demeanor wavered. Adrenaline surged, something she hadn't felt in years. They arrived just in time to see a shadowy figure carefully lifting expensive patio furniture, preparing to load it onto a small truck parked discreetly in a dark alley. Karen gasped softly. She instantly recognized the silhouette. Ethan signaled for her silence, quickly activating his hidden body camera. Karen's pulse quickened, disbelief mingling with anger. She watched, stunned, as the thief turned briefly toward the faint streetlight, revealing none other than Mark, a respected member of the community and the HOA's treasurer. Unable to contain herself, Karen stepped forward abruptly, her voice firm and commanding. "Mark, stop right now!" Sullivan froze, the patio chair slipping from his grip and crashing loudly against the ground. The noise echoed harshly, slicing through the tense silence. Sullivan stared wide-eyed, guilt written clearly across his face. Ethan calmly approached, producing his identification and a discreet pair of handcuffs, expertly restraining the now speechless thief. As flashing blue lights arrived moments later, neighbors began pouring from their homes, their faces reflecting shock, anger, and relief. The thief had been caught, but no one expected it would be someone so trusted, so integral to their community. In the days following Mark's shocking arrest, the neighborhood buzzed with stunned disbelief and scandal. Karen, her image softening with each passing moment, gracefully managed the fallout. Neighbors no longer viewed her as a rigid authoritarian figure, but rather as a decisive protector who had saved them from a hidden predator within their midst. The investigation revealed Sullivan's deep financial troubles and gambling debts, motivating his desperate thefts. Karen held a community meeting, openly discussing measures to prevent similar incidents. Her honesty and compassion during this difficult time resonated profoundly with residents. Many neighbors approached Karen, gratefully apologizing for misjudging her character over the years. The icy facade Karen once maintained slowly melted, revealing genuine warmth and humility underneath. Recognizing her immense courage and dedication, residents unanimously decided Karen should continue leading the HOA. Yet, this time, they embraced her not out of fear, but genuine respect and gratitude. Ethan, his job now complete, prepared to leave, shaking Karen's hand warmly before departing. He leaned in closely, whispering with a playful grin, "Not bad for an HOA president, Karen." She smiled faintly, something she rarely did, feeling true pride and satisfaction for the first time in years. In the weeks that followed, Whispering Pines transformed noticeably. Karen adopted a softer approach, adjusting rules to be more community-oriented and less restrictive. Her leadership became a beacon of fairness and transparency, fostering unprecedented unity among neighbors. She even organized regular social events to strengthen neighborhood bonds, events at which Ethan occasionally appeared, having grown fond of the community, and perhaps someone in particular. The neighborhood crime spree ended completely, replaced by a renewed sense of safety and optimism. Families laughed freely at weekend barbecues, children played confidently in their yards, and neighbors exchanged smiles where once there had been wary glances. Karen's reputation had shifted completely, from an icy enforcer to an admired protector and true friend. Standing proudly at her front porch one sunny afternoon, Karen watched as neighbors happily prepared for a community block party. She felt a sense of deep fulfillment she hadn't known was missing, recognizing that sometimes even the sternest of souls could find redemption and warmth if given the chance. Ethan approached quietly, his friendly presence beside her reassuring. "You did good, Karen," he said sincerely, glancing around at the cheerful neighborhood scene. "I guess people really can change." Karen smiled fully this time, genuine and warm. "Indeed they can, Ethan. Indeed they can. Thanks for watching this incredible HOA story. Did Karen make the right choice this time? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more captivating stories. See you in the next video.